Mm. Okay, we're back after this long elevator ride. We're just gonna talk to the rest
Wow.
of the crew. Let me see.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've
You
got.
bet, Commander.
See, we got some good stuff.
Ah. I'll sell your stuff if you don't need them more.
Yeah, I'll sell the stuff off camera. That way it doesn't get. At least take some of the boring
Commander.
parts out.
Good to see you.
Personal question.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting
No,
things.
that. Of course you work at CSEC.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan test.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Damn.
They have 4 balls.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Oh my.
What did you do
No
about the
wonder
geneticist?
they
I brought in some of his
What do you call it,
employees for interrogation.
populate so
See if
fast?
I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Huh.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We
Little
offered
bleeding.
to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
Nasty.
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold
The
them
hell?
off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them.
Ugh, ugh.
But only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop
What?
him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
I see.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. Thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Alright.
Talk to the Quarian now. Make my rounds.
Shepard, I'm glad you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, glad you're feeling.
Good to see you smiling again.
How could you see her
I
smiling?
know, right?
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
See the cats.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Engineer add-ons.
I can't talk to him anyways. I mean, he doesn't have anything new to say.
Sister repeats. Yeah, attack to Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Eat lies.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
What?
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war. but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough.
Never seen them?
I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding.
Are they born in
At least
eggs?
for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest.
A sword could stab him.
That
Dagger.
is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Let's do this.
Funny how he ends the conversations.
So long, Rex. So here go this.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Awkward.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
That's unprofessional.
Hmm.
Afraid I did.
He looks here.
Shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Damn.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting you could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
You outrate your dad.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us.
Because he's
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story.
Damn, Jeff really likes stories.
Yeah.
Sarah
It
got
is.
herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
Like, generic ass name.
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
That's why you have them. Boys will be boys.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Investigate. The police.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Hand-to-hand combat. Or close combat.
You said all of your sisters learned
Lynn
self-defense?
did pistol practice.
Yeah, this.
They do great
That's
things to her
smart.
figure, though.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started
Oh, he's
crying.
crying.
And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not
Almost
after.
pointless.
Interesting.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot
yes, you
rest
could.
from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I
What
seen
is it?
and known.
Literature
Cities
class?
of men and
Literature.
manners,
Literature.
climates, councils, governments.
What's this crap?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Ridley?
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
From the afterlife?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now.
God.
That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Ooh. God. The all-seeing eye.
I do too.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper.
Skipper.
They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
Peace
We'll
out.
talk later, Williams.
Bye.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
I was calling you Skipper now. Alright.
Can we go on this long?
Elevator. Whoa. Ah, this is long
And I
elevator.
didn't fix the problem when I cut it. My chest is crooked, man. This bone comes out farther than this one. I think I talked to everybody.
Yeah, you talked to her.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
From the castle.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander. But they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Vermeer. I'll say glitches.
I think I checked all of these.
There are usually nothing in the system that have like a planet.
Yeah, I was gonna check these. What's in here?
Vermeer all the way up there. This
Pinnacle Station.
that good if you go after. Oh, but you had to save your colony. Pharaohs. Yeah.
Then do this after? Like after doing this? Alright, I'm gonna travel to Pharaohs. Pharaohs.
Another brand new world in the other galaxies, in the other solar system.
And we're just gonna initiate it a little bit and we're gonna end it. And today.
Urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What's wrong?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
What if, like, let's say if this was real life and he did get killed by those VIs? It would just totally ruin everything.
Or he will die at the beginning.
Right.
There's usually nothing. Oh, yeah. There's usually nothing. Oh, go back. Oh.
60 moons?
Why so many moons?
If you want to read that, pause it.
Logan. Got to go to. Boom. Oh. They look cool right there. Man, look at that. Buildings have destroyed. They're likely gonna be a lot.
What? I'm stuck.
No.
I'm stuck. No.
Oh, talk to friend. Yeah, just you're stuck. You're stuck in the geometry. Alright, just go. Hopefully it work.
Hopefully it gets unstuck.
No. That's how Shepard dies.
Oh my goodness.
No, you blast yourself out.
Oh, for you? Oh.
Are you serious?
Oh, come on.
Bullshit.
Oh, jeez.
Dog. Are you serious? If we go to another planet, the same shit. Got stuck in the geometry. Yeah, going in space travel thing.
Oh my god, it's...
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this mission.
Yeah, hopefully you get unstuck.
Because I land automatically in there.
Legion of the Very nice here.
Man, this land here.
No, it doesn't matter. Just oh, is your guess up in here?
Yes.
And or Garrus. Give him Garrus. Garrus cool.
Looks cool. Why couldn't they make a planet that was all flat, man? They always have to have mountains.
Oh, Pristar? Go to your map. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that question mark right there?
Move over here, there, and there. Does darker mean
Flatter.
flatter or
Yeah, flat.
low?
It's low. I think it's flat. Oh, Dismas.
Oh, this one. I think I remember this shit.
I don't know, but you know which one is it, right? Do you tell?
The monkeys.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
Monkey-like creature.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Another uninteresting. All it is just to get unstuck.
There was no monkeys there, right? Cybernetic monkeys.
How is that possible?
Is it just me or is it how?
Just me. This game looks so boring. Hit the matching colors. Alright, go. I think press start. Let's see what oh.
Okay, we gotta go to
No, I think it's in the mine.
Here's another one.
If I remember correctly.
It's always different.
No, it's always in the mine.
I don't think so, because once I went there and they didn't have it.
Because
It's always in the last place you look for
no,
it.
it's in the mine.
Okay, let's go to the mine then.
Because I think the other ones are like in an open area.
And we'll try. Oh, it's inside the mine.
must get. What is the maker running on? Nuclear power?
Electricity. Those rocks look painted out.
That's a long way.
We're going to go over the mountains. We're taking the long time.
I don't want to know more.
You see they're inside.
Oh, he poison.
Alright. I'm gonna take a little quick break right here. Just like it won't be that long, and we're gonna enter the mines.